myself, I'm a man of wealth and taste.
Little aliens say it's their turn to use the course.
Yeah, sure. Let the little pipsqueaks knock themselves out. Too bad you can't practice getting taller, boys.
Hey, little pig. Boo.
Hi, welcome to Life is Mimi, and today we're starting the Reading Comprehension 101 series, and it's about comprehending what you're reading in a lot of things, but mostly about the Bible, because that's the script. That's what the word scripture means. Here's the script. Here's the script for life. You know, and when you read it subjectively, after understanding that there's these 12 principles going on, and they're principle, you know, and that's why we call them laws, so that we won't argue. If they're a law, if they're a principle, then they're always working. They work for all, you know, they never deviate, and they just keep going. It's like gravity, you know, it's the same thing. And in the Bible, when you read it and it talks about spirit, it's likening it to wind a lot of times. And the things it likens it to, like wind, is to get the point across that it's an invisible force. It's a force. It's real. Okay? You can't see it, you know, but you can hear it. You can feel it. It's a force that you feel, you know, so that it's understood. You can't see it when they say it's in spirit. So what we call that today is, you know, quantum physics. You can't see it. You can't see the quarks. You can't see the photons. You know, you can't see them until you want to measure them. And then they'll show themselves to you. And they show them what? You know, that you can be in the past or the present or anywhere. They don't know what makes it pick a way to go in the Newtonian physics, but they know something has to happen there to make it go there. You know, and it's one of those duh moments. Comprehend what you're seeing, and then read the Bible. Now you know how brilliant these people were who wrote this. This is a scientific book. Okay? See it. Apply what we know today with what we know of the past. And this is the beauty of the two songs in this video today. You know, one is about have a little sympathy for the devil. You know, have mercy. Have mercy on yourself and others. And that means forgiveness. And forgiveness really means freeing the imagination and God in them, you know, to be healed with love. And it's the love, it's that loving feeling that, you know, you go within to see another be well, or, you know, see another be rich, and you serve others. You know, Neville Goddard taught a bunch of people who were living in objective land how to, you know, hack it. So they stopped thinking about it. Okay? And he tried to correct that after hearing getting the promise, but he couldn't, because his mission was you push the imagination, not, you know, because it's humanity that you got, you know, have to hold that little nugget out to. Here you go. You want stuff? Here's how you get stuff. You know? But, and the Bible tells you this, you know, and eventually it becomes, you know, a choice between, are you going to be the son of man, or are you going to be the son of God and man? You know, because if you're the son of man, then you die like a man. And if you're the son of God and man, you're going to express life forever. And you don't have to play dying anymore. Okay, all that ends, goes away. It's just part of the story. Okay, it's the story of life. You can't have the story of life without death. So you could love life, learn to love it, and learn to appreciate it, all its beauty and all its glory, you know, and to love on one another, to really recognize everyone as yourself, you know, and this comes back to stop hating on yourself, stop beating yourself up, accept you're the conduit, you know, if you're really a truth seeker, you know, and then you're the conduit, you're the lamp, you're the one they work through, you're the guy in the chariot, you know, and you're holding the reins, but it's the horses that are doing it. Okay? The ones that
I'm not afraid of you. I'm a motherfucking conduit.
as long as you're calm, cool, collected while you're holding the reins, lead horse takes charge. That's why they're likened, you know, to dragons. They're dragons. You know, imagination, the Son of God, and God, the God in your heart, have been battling through you. Through you. What man pick? Which consciousness are you going to think with? The one you filled up with imagination? Or the one that God's been waiting for you to come and hang out with? Ooh. You know, and you blend the two. They want to be blended. They want to come together, the bitter and the sweet. You know, bring it together. And it's delicious. You know, it's wonderful. It's delightful. Bring it on. The Bible tells you man is the salt of the earth. Well, also understand that depending on where your perception is, determines how you view that statement. You know, man is the salt of the earth. Man is the one who brings life to the earth. Okay? And he's the one who, salt is like, it's umami. It's great on everything. And everybody loves it. You know, and it's good for you. You know, that's what science tells us. Not, you know, of course, in moderation, all right? Everything moderation. But it's like, you know, salt. You're the salt of the earth. You're the spice of life. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. And each one of us is like a Fabergé egg, you know, of just the perfect lamp, you know, that when you think with the consciousness in your heart, then you're erring on the side of love. And there's a new show out on Amazon. It's brilliant. It's another one of those brilliant shows with Amazon and the BBC. And it stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. I know. It's called Truth Seekers. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant in showing you this. You know, because there's a couple of scenes in a couple of episodes where the characters are like this, and they're signaling to each other. Are you thinking with this head or this head? Think with your heart. Everybody knows this, you know, but there are a few loud ones that have to scream and be really ugly and everything to unite us in that love. No, we're not going to listen to this. You know, people don't act like No, no. I don't think so. That's so last century. My neighbor is the best. But a lot of people who are in the layer of where they are have gone to this law of attraction. And law of attraction is like thoughts, beliefs attract like circumstances, conditions, events, and people into your life. You are a magnet. And they take this on a very superficial level. Okay? And they say, okay, I'm going to think about my special person and get my special person back. We had this fight, but I know we're going to get back together. And they do. And they go back and forth like this, maybe 5, 6, 7 times in a year. With the ending always, I want a divorce. And then the other ones, I'm going to get him back. I know I am. And they both know the law of attraction. Okay? So now you're back to battling again, thinking he has power. All this other stuff. There's only one. Okay? If you got that kind of pattern going on, then you need to sit down and look at your thoughts. What are you thinking? Your thoughts and beliefs attract the conditions, the circumstances, the events, and people that are in your life. Neville Goddard called this everyone is you pushed out. No, it's everyone and everything is you pushed out. Because law of attraction is attracting that. And it's coming from your vibration, the law of vibration. And you will vibrate your the sum total of your state of consciousness, which you are aware of being, all your thoughts and beliefs. This is the story going on here. Oh, help me. And the Greeks were right. Deus Machina, here he comes. Santa Claus, God, consciousness in your heart, comes and cleans it all up. Says, okay, get over it. You guys do better, okay? Okay, can I hang out? Oh no. There they go again. I'm going back to sleep. Well, we go right in the Mac. This is what it's telling you. That your imagination is tied to you. This is the Son of God. And the Son of God just doesn't know any better. Okay? You two are growing up together. And you're learning how to control yourself, how to control your imagination, control your mind. And I don't know too many people who didn't grow up with someone not telling them, get a hold of yourself. Stop letting your imagination run wild. My goodness. Don't talk like that. Do you honestly really believe that? And you will come to find those were times and moments you were running wild. And that's just like a slap in the face. Get a hold of yourself. And what are you thinking? Stop. Stop before it gets any worse. Because you're not hurting me. You're not going to make me believe like you do. I can only believe what I believe, and I'm going to believe what I, have experienced. And I'm not going to listen to anybody else. I never have. And that's just how it is. Most people will immediately take the other side and start to go look. And this is critical thinking. I'm going to go check that out. I don't believe them. I'm going to go check it out, and they'll find the other side. And then they'll have both sides. Guys like Dr. Fauci, for instance, he's the head of the CDC, and he's been a bureaucrat for over 4 decades. And he's just a genius, at being a bureaucrat. And he went on CNN and told them what they wanted to hear. And then he went on Mark Levine and told him what he wanted to hear. Two completely different stories. You know, he's playing both sides. You know, you got to admire, you know, what a great bureaucrat he is. But understand, you know, he's a bureaucrat. You don't really know what he thinks, other than as a health professional, which was, you know, pointed out by the president, and a bunch of people went nutso over that. But, you know, as the president said, he's a health professional. Of course, in his opinion, we should all stay home. But we all have to live lives, you know, and have an economy. So we're going to have to work this out. That's what this team's about, you know, and, you know, we get through it. We're great, creative, imaginative people all around the world, and we can do it. And it's a sport. It doesn't matter who won or lost. It's how you played the game. Of course, there has to be a winner or a loser. When you begin to say they're all winners, you're missing the point. Okay? There's always going to be someone better than you or less than you in this world in some way. Okay? Because that's the role they play. But that's not who you see. Okay? You see behind the mask. I know who you are. And I love you. And we can work this out. Do you really want to be out here on the streets? Because you know what? Some homeless people do. They don't want to be found, thank you very much. You know? And some of them made a life out of it. You know? And are doing well, in their opinion. So who am I to judge? You know? So it's about that. You love the guy within. Everyone's, you know, also growing up, you probably heard, well, everyone has their cross to bear. Yes, the body is the cross. Man's the cross. You're the cross. That's the cross God and imagination are bearing. You know? Have a little mercy, sympathy for the devil. He had to play his role. He's the adversary. But he's not your enemy. He's the adversary. And we can outsmart the adversary. And he wants you to. He wants you to deny him. He wants you to laugh at him. And he wants you to say, come on, we can all do this together. And we will. And it'll be wonderful and great. You know? And you don't suffer this way. Others suffer. The ones who see objectively. And that's them seeing the fear of God. And so that's why they're supposed to turn within. You know, and turning within is, what do you tell yourself when you're by yourself? What are you thinking when you're doing a mundane task? You know? What? And most people won't sit down and examine themselves and examine their thoughts. This is the book of Exodus. It's not an easy thing to do. And the book is, you know, it has layers to it. So it's about humanity. And because it's about humanity, it's about also each individual. Okay, so the story applies to you individually, and it applies to humanity as a whole. You know, there's only one. It's time to get that through our thick skulls. There's only one. Okay? And you're bearing that cross, and you don't have to. I'm your Simon. I'm hoping to help you carry that cross for a little bit. And for you to understand, you already know all this stuff. It's not a big deal. You just need to start trusting in your heart. And if you haven't watched that show on Amazon, Truth Seekers, it's brilliant and fantastic. And it shows completely how this works. and it's really cute. You know, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. So I want to give, I hope this helps. Blessings to you, and thank you. Thank you for being you.
The smile signal is down in Portland, and as long as it is,
Toynbee is going to get everything he wants. Now, I can help you, but you have to do exactly what I say.
what if I told you someone had warned me about trusting someone who asked me to do exactly as they say?
Well, then you'd have to have a long, hard think about who you trust, Gus. Them or me?
Hey, Jojo. You got me on side, all right? We'll stay away from Portland.
A wise decision, Gus.
Hey, Dave. What do you need, boss? Good man.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society. God save Donald Duck, vaudeville and variety. We are the Desperate Dan Appreciation Society. God save strawberry jam and all the different varieties. Preserving the old ways from being abused. Protecting the new ways for me and for you. What more can we do? We are the Draft Beer Preservation Society. God save Mrs. Moss and good old Mother Riley. We are the Custard Pie Appreciation Consortium. God save the George Cross and all those who